There is a fifth dimension beyond what is known to native English speakers. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between fluency and incomprehension, between communication and misunderstanding, and it lies in the pits of human fears and the summit of human knowledge. This is the dimension of English language learning. It is an area which we call the ELL Zone.
Of course, there are a lot of mysteries in the animated world, but they don't stay mysteries for long, because we have the greatest detective in the world here, me. People wonder how these impressive structures were built. I solved the mystery by figuring out it was done by a smart, great person, me. How are flying cars made? Some smart person invented them, me. Who's the smartest person in the animated or human world? Hint, it's not Einstein. Another hint, it's me. We just solved 3 big mysteries in just 1 minute. Human detectives are much less efficient. Think I'm exaggerating? Well, you are about to see the crazy human truth with your own eyes as we enter the ELL Zone.
I think I know why this vacuum isn't working. I've seen this problem before.
My cell phone is almost fully charged. Wow, you're a regular Sherlock.
I didn't know your name was Sherlock.
My name's not Sherlock. When you say someone is a regular Sherlock, it means that they're a really good detective because it's a reference to the great old detective Sherlock Holmes, a great gumshoe who cracked a lot of cases. So, yep. Now, sometimes people will say it sarcastically, oh, he's a regular Sherlock. And that means that they're not a good detective. But obviously, he knows I'm a good detective, so he wasn't saying it sarcastically.
Cause that makes sense. Cause actually I thought your name was the incompetent detective prof.
Huh? Well, detective is my middle name. Is my middle name is an idiomatic expression used to accentuate, emphasize, or highlight a positive quality in someone. So I've got a lot of good middle names. But no, it's not accurate to say my name is incompetent detective prof. That's not my full name. Where did you see that?
The credits?
The credits of what?
The credits for this episode?
I don't get no respect.
Isn't that grammatically incorrect? Shouldn't it be, I don't get any respect?
Actually, I don't get no respect was a catchphrase from a famous old comedian, Rodney Dangerfield. I don't get no respect. That's what he said all the time because he was under-respected and underappreciated, just like I am.
Oh, that makes sense.
Hey, I just needed 1 more minute to fully charge my cell phone.
Problem solved. Hashtag experience. Let's go.
Aren't you going to clean this mess up?
We should eat first. Can't vacuum on an empty stomach. Everyone knows that. Let's go.
Okay. Why do you have that ridiculous pipe?
That's how Sherlock Holmes solved cases.
Huh? How?
Things worked, a little bit differently in the late 1800s, early 1900s. The world worked differently.
Iranian.
Exactly.
Oh well, anyways, but you're not him, and you don't solve cases.
Yeah, but you gotta dress for success. That's what I'm doing. Dress for success, that's a phrase that means...
I know the phrase dress for success, but that's not what you're doing. How you're dressed is ridiculous. But you shouldn't be smoking on campus.
Well, right, that's why it's a fake pipe. And I don't smoke anyway. Smoking is not good for your health, and I like to be healthy. In fact, I'm so healthy-minded that I should be in the credits as Healthy Prof. That's why I brought you and everyone else on set this healthy food.
What's this?
Jello.
Huh? But that's not healthy.
Yeah, it's got gelatin. It's good for the joints.
Warning. This statement has not been evaluated by the US Food and Drug Administration.
So you'll help me solve the mystery of transferring my friend's credits from overseas?
I don't know. That's a really tough case.
I thought you could just puff on that fake pipe.
Ooh, that's a real tough case, one that even old Sherlock never dared to take on.
There's another mystery I'm wondering.
Oh, are you wondering if I brought in all this impressive healthy food to bribe the producers of this show to changing my name in the credits from Incompetent Detective Prof to Healthy Prof? If it accidentally works, is it a bribe?
No, that's not it at all. I keep seeing that same cell phone charging around campus. I'm talking about the one charging back there. It wasn't mine. My cell phone is here. It wasn't yours either. Your cell phone is on the table. Whose cell phone is that?
Wow. That's a mystery that has never been solved. And never will be.
Thank you for letting me charge my cell phone once again. It is important for me to limit my energy use here and leave a small cartoon carbon footprint because I want to keep our cartoon air clean so I can live a long, healthy, animated life. Unlike those humans who make a mess of everything around them, including their cases, as those human detectives reek of incompetence. Sure, not everyone can be a regular Todd Sterling, but even when I'm not available, those silly humans would be wise to rely on some of the other great cartoon detectives of old, like Dick Tracy or Inspector Gadget, who are much more competent and world-renowned than their non-fictional human detective counterparts. Not only are those super animated sleuths worthy of being featured on prestigious places like lunchboxes As you have seen in this episode, they are worthy of being featured in prestigious places like the ELL Zone.